Hey guys, it is almost the end of 2024. We are on the home stretch, so it's about time to do some of the recaps. And today I want to talk about some of my favorite punk, rock, and metal songs of the year. There was some great music this year. Put in the comments below, even before we begin, what some of your favorite songs are, and without further ado, let's get into mine. So I'm going to start with some of the less heavy songs. We'll start soft, and then we'll gradually get a little bit more heavier, pepper some stuff in, and just have a lot of fun. So that being said, let's start with an album that was released early in the year in January from one of my favorite punk bands. This is a Welsh band called Neck Deep, and they released their new self-titled album. And this album, let me just tell you, is all sorts of fun and catchy. Dumbstruck Dumb is the first track on this album, and it is definitely a highlight for me. This is my go-to whenever I need a poppy, fun song with punk elements, something to just get up and dance to. Sort Yourself Out is the second track on the album. This song sounds straight from Blink-182's Enema of the State, which of course is a compliment. I could buy your flowers, but it never fucking works. My honorable mention from this album is the 9th track called It Won't Be Like This Forever. This song's a tad bit slower, great vibes, and also gives off kind of a sense of nostalgia. But overall, a really great album. I recommend this to anybody who loves a simple, catchy song, anything that they want to get up and dance to. This is like punk rock to the T. I actually saw Neck Deep a couple years back. It was the strangest lineup. We had Neck Deep, Lil Wayne, and Blink-182. I know, one of these three is not like the other, but it was actually super good, and I saw Blink-182 in this concert before Tom came back to the band, so it was still Matt Skiba, which is a great segue into another great album that was put out this year from Matt Skiba's band Alkaline Trio, and the album's called Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs. My favorite track on the album is the 10th track, Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs. It's just overall a nice, simple song. It feels a little bit more rock than punk. It's an easy listening song, and it has a really nice chorus. My second favorite track on the album is Scars, same sort of thing. It's an easy listening song with great vibes. But overall, what I would say about this album is if you like softer punk music, a little bit more of that rock element, I think that you'll enjoy this whole album, so you should check it out if you haven't already. Now let's throw some heavy songs into the mix, because there were some face melters this year, holy f***. For my horror fans out there, we got a gem of a song and a music video featuring the one, the only Art the Clown. You know what I'm talking about. Ice Nine Kills, a work of art. Tongue-tied and you're terrified. This song truly is a work of art though, like with the masterful blend of horror elements, a gory music video, and the song itself, which I think seamlessly kind of incorporates elements of metal with very catchy melodies. That breakdown though, holy Art, you son of a you did it again. With the help of Spencer Charnas, of course. Another heavy song that has horror elements in it, The Plot and You, Don't Look Away. Truly a fitting name though, because I dare you to watch this music video and not look away. One more heavy song before I slow things down a bit. This one is from Falling in Reverse's new album, Popular Monster, and my favorite song on this album is Ronald. Go! My god, Ronald is a damn trip. I mean, right from the first note of this song, we're like, oh, that's what we're getting into. There is no mercy in this song. We have, obviously, Ronnie Radke, we have Alex Terrible from Slaughter to Prevail, and of all people, we have Tech Nine. You know, you're not gonna want to miss this track. Okay, one more heavy-hitting song because I brought up Alex Terrible from Slaughter to Prevail, and there was one Slaughter to Prevail that I really did vibe with this year, and that is Kid of Darkness. This is probably the heaviest song on the list. It's definitely not for everybody, but damn, is it good. If you like deathcore, specifically Russian deathcore, check this one out if you haven't already. If anything else, I think we can all kind of appreciate Alex Terrible's vocals here. Absolutely killer. Seriously talented. So here's a song that's fun as very poppy with electronic vibes and elements of metal. Of course, it's Rat-ta-ta-ta. Electric Callboy and Baby Metal. What a fun little duo. Just, you know, great vibes. You got the glammy music video from the heavy parts to the really catchy chorus. I mean, how can you not be entertained? Definitely a song that makes you want to get up and dance and party, and a highlight for me in 2024. So Ratatatata is super high energy. So on the flip side, let's talk about one of the slower songs that I really did like this year. If you like a little bit more of a slower, melodic, serious song, this might be your poison. Frontman of Slipknot, Corey Taylor, released an album this year, and one of the highlights on it for me is a slower one called Not in the Mood to Live. It's not too often that we see Corey Taylor do a super slow song like a power ballad, but he has such a beautiful tone to his voice, and this song really stuck out to me on his brand new album, CMF To Be or Not To Be. Back to punk we go, because here's a name that you guys will all know and recognize, Sum 41. They released their 8th and final studio album this year called Heaven X Hell, and it's actually all around really good, and I think that it's a pretty good final album that encompasses their sound and their band as a whole. Here are my highlights though. Landmines, of course. I can't help but walk through your landmines. It's just almost punk rock at its finest, high energy and fun. One other highlight for me is Future Primitive, and something about this one, it's just nice to my ear but also packs a punch. Another day, I've got no convictions. But really, the whole album is really good. Check it out for sure if you haven't already, and that's the type of stuff that you like. 2 more punk songs I'm gonna throw your way. First is from Green Day's new album, Saviors, and that song is Dilemma. This song has really raw and personal lyrics about Billie Joe's struggles with addiction. It's really well crafted, and it does stick to Green Day's signature sound, I think, which we all know and love. And this is definitely the biggest highlight on the album for me. Another punk song that I want to talk about is Blink-182's All in My Head. This song keeps it real. It's honest. It explores a more serious topic, but in a super fun way. It's delivered in a fun way in typical Blink-182 fashion. The truth's trying to kill me. I wake up ready to fight, I shouldn't talk about it. So who all here caught all of the fun and chaos that happened at the Olympics this year, Paris 2024? I sure did. So during the open ceremony, one thing that I was thinking to myself actually was, you know what would be so cool? It's in France, Paris, France. What if they brought Gojira, a French metal band, a heavy metal band? And in my head I was also like, they will never do that. I'll be damned. They did it. So it goes without saying, another one of my favorite songs and performances of 2024 is Gojira's Mea Culpa. I mean, there's opera parts here, there's great metal riffs throughout. What a sick and unique way to reimagine this French Revolution anthem. Amazing! So the next few songs are going to be some songs that I've already covered, and songs I can't get enough of. You guys know. Basically everything from Linkin Park's new album, From Zero. I loved this album, but I gotta tell you guys about my highlights. We've got Heavy as the Crown. This song is perfect, and I've been blasting it nonstop. This is what you asked for, Heavy as the Crown. Casualty is my go-to song when I just want to rock out.
I like to rock out.
I love this one, and I feel like this is a little bit of an atypical song for Linkin Park. Although they do everything, I think that this one is a little bit off of the norm, which I love for them. Two-Face is another song that I just want to rock out to, plus I'm obsessed with the music video. And then finally we've got Good Things Go, which is one that I can just vibe to, enjoy the beautiful vocals and range of Emily, as well as some great melodic rapping from Mike. Overall, a very great album that I have been listening to nonstop, and a lot of great songs on it. Here's another song that I did cover this year from an up-and-coming Italian band called Airlies. Man, this song is really good and underrated. It's really nice. It has some Linkin Park new metal vibes, and all around really catchy. Check it out, guys. It's called Enough. So how are we feeling about covers? Pierce the Veil released their studio cover of Radiohead's Karma Police, and I think it's really nice. Of course, I've always really liked this song, but I really enjoy Vic's haunting vocals here. I think they did a good job with this one. It's more of a slow and melodic song to throw in the mix of songs that I've really enjoyed this year. Alright, I'm gonna come back at you with some heavier tracks. So Bring Me the Horizon released an album this year called Posthuman Next Gen. The song that I really enjoyed from this one was Kool-Aid. I love Bring Me the Horizon. Unfortunately, this album really wasn't my favorite actually, but Kool-Aid is a huge highlight and I love it. 'Cause you got a taste now, drink the Kool-Aid by the jar. Memphis Mayfire's Paralyzed is a banger from this year. Architect's Whiplash, of course, is really nice. And I can't forget Suffocate by Knocked Loose featuring Poppy. Suffocate! Did you guys catch them sing this on Jimmy Kimmel? It was wild, absolutely cool, holy. Speaking of Poppy, I really did enjoy her new album Negative Spaces that came out the same day as Linkin Park's From Zero, November 15th. They're All Around Us is one of my favorites. This one's pretty heavy, but it still has a really catchy chorus that I think most people will like. And another song I really liked off this album was Negative Spaces. This song is definitely more pop, but I enjoy the vocals here, and again, I really like the catchiness of it. Last Poppy-related song that I really like this year, it's very unique, almost futuristic, and that is the collab that she did with Bad Omens called Van, Violence Against Nature. Violence against nature. Isn't it strange to create something that hates you? I really like the music video here. I love almost the gent guitar. It has such a unique sound, and I love how the majority of the vocals really aren't super heavy, but the music most definitely is. It's a pretty cool track. So here's a few collab singles that came out this year. First up is a collab between All Time Low and I Prevail called Hate This Song. This song's just all around good vibes, catchy as hell. And the whole time we're like, where's I Prevail? Where's I Prevail? Do they hope you hate this song too? Where are they at? Oh, and then at the very end we get a little bit of a good I Prevail bit. Everybody now. I hope it makes you sad. I do enjoy this one. Very catchy and a fun collab. Here's an interesting collab that I was not expecting. Five Finger Death Punch and DMX. I'm no angel, I'm no savior, and I've never been the same. This song is a salute to DMX, who passed away in 2021. Apparently, he recorded these vocals before he passed away. And this song's actually fire, in my opinion. I know Five Finger Death Punch gets a lot of hate, but Ivan Moody, he has such a great tone to his voice, and I think he's very talented. I gotta keep it real. This song's awesome. It's called This Is The Way by Five Finger Death Punch and DMX. So next two collabs are with Kellin Quinn, someone I have always liked, someone with such a unique voice and impressive range. The first song is called Haunted by Ray Hawthorne featuring Kellin Quinn. I love the harmonies between the two artists here. It's really nice. I love the chorus. It's a simple song, yet very nice to the ear. Second song is Soulful Serenity by Scars featuring Kellin Quinn. This is a remix, and I think this song is really beautiful and can be enjoyed by a wide variety of audiences. I fall asleep just to dream about better days. Final collab is from two pretty unique artists, U Space Cowboy and Kim Dracula, called Lubricant Like Kerosene. This song has a really groovy riff, a lot of really diverse sections. I really think it is great musically, not to mention the nice chorus with a lot of different voices featured here. I don't think this song will be for everybody, but I dig it. So late November, we got an album from Marilyn Manson, and I'm not a big Marilyn Manson fan by any means, but I think that this album actually is really all around very great. You can tell that he took his time here. It's pretty beautiful, and it's amazing lyrically. The standout to me is the first track called One Assassination Under God, and I want to highlight it here. Everybody shout up for the executioner. but really the whole album did surprise me. So, I mean, I think it's a great comeback. I mean, it definitely outlines a great story of him battling with adversity. I don't know, I recommend you guys checking it out if you haven't yet, because I was impressed. I really was. I wasn't expecting much out of it, and I think that there's some really nice tracks here. There's hardly any skip tracks, honestly. Regardless of how you feel about Marilyn Manson, I think that there are some standout tracks on this album. Alright, a couple more songs I want to highlight from 2024, so let's do some rapid fire. Here's a great one for my Judas Priest fans. They released a new album this year, and my favorite song from it is The Serpent and the King. Great guitar. From Black Veil Brides, a haunting little song, Bleeders. A song that I particularly liked from Spiritbox, kind of a more ethereal song, a beautiful song called Perfect Soul. This year from Breaking Benjamin, of course, Awaken. And finally, to end with a bang, a song from a band that includes both Corey Taylor's son and Sean Cran's son from the band Vended with the song Nihilism. Heavy, fun, solid song. Shut the fuck up, get inside. Shut up, get the fuck inside. Ooh, baby, that packs a punch. And there you have it. There are some of my favorite songs from 2024 in the punk, rock, and metal genre. What are your favorite songs? I know I'm probably missing a lot of great ones. There was a lot of great songs this year, and there's also so many songs I like that I didn't name on a lot of the albums that I did name, but I would love to know your guys' thoughts, and put them in the comments below so I can add them to my playlist. And you know, here's to 2024. I'm so excited for the music that we're gonna get in 2025, so something to look forward to. Anyway guys, thank you for watching, rock on, and catch me next time. Peace.